Hey everyone, so I am back from Florida, and while it was amazing sating my withdrawals for rock hunting while I was down there, really nice actually, because I came home and now it is blizzarding and -7 degrees, so it's gonna be a while. All that being said, I found a new withdrawal while I was away, and that was a lapidary withdrawal. So I went downstairs and grabbed out a bunch of my nice rocks, and I think I'm just gonna cut those today, you know, because why not? Because what better way is there to sate both lapidary withdrawals and Yellowstone River withdrawals than cutting a bunch of very nice Yellowstone River rocks? So let's take a look. So here is today's victims. I picked out some very nice Montana agates. I picked out some really nice Jaspers, some really nice agatized wood, and this is very exciting. Probably doesn't look like much of anything, but this is actually a thunderegg. Want to guess how rare thundereggs are in Montana? I'll cut to the chase. Ridiculously. They can be found around Avon, and that's it. So this thunderegg, found on the Yellowstone River, is very unique. I don't want to slab it, but I do want to face it because I think it's going to be really pretty. Some of these agates are very exciting. Like, I don't know what to expect, but there could be some really good stuff in there. And then these Jaspers, I picked out two nice greens. This one's green and red. This one's green and yellow. This cool kind of banded one, it's got a lot of yellows and reds in it. And then this one, which is weird. This thing can't decide if it's an agate or a jasper, and I love it because it's got all this nice dark red jasper stuff and yellow jasper stuff, but throughout the whole thing is little quartz pockets that are ringed with banded agate, so it should be really cool. What are we starting with? I think because I haven't run my saw in like 3 weeks now, let's start with something smaller. Let's do this one first. Also, before we start, I wanted to touch on something. I am getting a new blade for that saw. Not because that one's bad or anything, it's working just fine, but I want to cut bigger rocks. So that saw is awesome because it can take either 12-inch, 14-inch, or 16-inch blades. Right now it has a 14 continuous rim blade on it. I'm thinking if we get a 16 segmented, we can cut much larger rocks. This is about the biggest I'm comfortable going on that blade right now, just because it takes forever. But once we get the 16-inch, we can go from cutting rocks this big to this big. Those segmented blades are way more aggressive. Anyway though, I digress. Let us cut this. All right, agate number 1 is done, and it is very pretty. Check this out. That is a little bit of gorgeous. There is a lot going on in that agate. That is so pretty, especially since it just kind of looked crusty and white on that broken face. Oh, that's so pretty. And here is the cutoff. Oh, that is so pretty. Gotta love it. Let's do a Jasper next. I'm thinking this one. This is a beautiful Jasper. Lots of yellow and red. I am interested to see what this bottom part is gonna look like. Anyway though, let's load it up. All right, let's load it up. Let's see what we get. That Jasper came out way cooler than I was expecting. That is a wee bit beautiful, but the other slabs are actually even better. Look at the texture in the reds. It's all like, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. And we've got little agate pockets in all the dark stuff. That is so cool. Do another agate next. I think this one's gonna be deceivingly nice. It just looks like a whitish lump, but that whitish lump is hiding some really nice moss and banding. It's gonna be good, I think. We might even get a little bit of plumy stuff. I don't know, let's find out. I was pleasantly surprised with that agate. So here is just the first little heel. It's highly banded. Very banded. I mean, those are some really cool slabs. There's just so much bands in these things. Here, this might actually help a little. Got a pleasant surprise as well. And then here's the cutoff, right? Yeah. That is a wonderful agate. I am very happy with that thing. But it gets better. Recently, we cut an iris agate, or well, what I thought was going to be an iris agate, and I said that sometimes parallax turns into iris. Well, we got a happy little surprise with this one. See that parallax? But then there's also some green and pink in there. That is so cool. Kind of had a feeling it might be, but still, either way, it's always exciting to see. Very pretty. I think we should give the poor saw a break and go to something much smaller and much softer. This is that thunderegg. Not getting slabs off this, I just want to face it. So, let's see what we get. The Thunder Egg is cut. I'm sure as far as Thunder Eggs go, this is not that impressive, but the fact that it's a freaking Yellowstone River Thunder Egg has me so excited. There it is, all oiled up on the outside. Here's the heel. Look how pretty that is. Honestly, really pleasantly surprised by that. That is quite beautiful. And here is the rest of it. That rhyolite is like red and orange. That is so pretty. Also, I did not realize this whole seam up here is more agate. It might be worth it to come back at a later date and cut more off of it. Definitely gonna polish it whenever I'm done. Speaking of, to answer a question I got a bunch in my recent slabbing videos, when are we polishing? Long story short, whenever I remember to buy a new 325 for my flat lap, because it is shot. It is basically a 600 grit right now, so polishing is literally not possible at the moment. Next, I want to do this agate. I have kind of high hopes for this thing. It's really cool. One sec. So we've got agate crust, quartz line, another agate band, quartz line, more agate banding, quartz line, agate banding, quartz. Like, it's weird. It's so layered. We should get some really cool results. I'm gonna see if I can load it the way I want to. Should be able to. I don't see why we couldn't be able to. I don't know. Let me do it. All right, well, I've got it in there as best I can. Unfortunately, it's super kind of thin this way. And you know, we could get it loaded in easily and get a bunch of slabs off of it if we loaded it a different way, but we want to capture that banding. So it has to be cut this way for the most ideal result. Alrighty, let's see what we get. Alright, it is out, and it is freaking cool. Look at that. So we've got agate quartz, waterline quartz, little geode pocket. How cool is that? That is awesome, and I love it. So yeah, I think, I don't know now. The plan was to glue it and slab the rest of it, but I kind of like that. That's really cool. Let's do this here thingy thing next. This is a Jasper, and it should be very pretty. I don't know how I want to cut this. All right, I was able to back that off quite a bit. We should be able to get a bunch of slabs out of that. So I'm gonna bring it back to about, oh man, we're gonna get a bunch of slabs. Heck yeah, all right. Right about there, I think. Perfect. All right, let's see what we get. All right, well, I repositioned it because I was afraid of it popping out, but man, that is a little bit beautiful. One sec, this might help, it might not, I honestly don't know. It's so green. Look how green it is. So pretty. We got some really, really pretty slabs off of that. It's green in multiple ways, and there's actually some agate pockets throughout there. Well, chalcedony, but you know what I mean. That is a little bit of pretty. I think next on the chopping block, get it, is gonna be, whoa, I'm way too close. This agate right here. Looks like it's gonna have some good stuff. I'm hoping for some moss and some banding. I don't know. Looks like there's a little waterline pocket back here. Let's load it up. Okay, this agate is freaking cool. Wonderful color, wonderful moss, wonderful banding, waterline pocket. Like, that's just awesome. Shout out heater. Why are you always going? Oh yeah, probably because it's like 7 degrees outside. Anyway though, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. And we got this. We've actually got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slabs off of it. That is just stunning. I love it. And then check out this pocket of moss right there. That is a scenic cabochon waiting to happen. There's some really nice moss in this one. Very satisfied. I wasn't expecting the waterline pocket to go through as deep as it did. It really did though. Gotta love that moss. I think next we're gonna do this Jasper that has an identity crisis and can't decide if it's a Jasper or an agate. Look at all the bands in there. Quartz pocket. This could be really, really freaking cool. Honestly, do not know what to expect from this thing. Well, little Jasper, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. because you are in fact not a jasper. You're a freaking lace agate. What? What? Are you serious? There's so much banding and color. There's also these really dark glittery pockets, which makes me think that might be pyrite, I assume? Quartz pockets. It's just amazing. That is no jasper. Got some really nice slabs as well. I mean, just look at that. That is amazing. See all those glittery? I don't know what that is. Might have to get a loop out and get up close on that because I don't know what I'm looking at. That is so freaking pretty. I'm currently facing a dilemma because this is the one I really want to cut next. That is just such a cool agate. Crazy banding. But I cannot for the life of me decide how I want to cut this thing. The best body is like on the face is like this. But then it gets so thin that it's not really got anything to hold on to. I'm sure if I loaded it in like this and cut this way, I'd probably get good slabs too, especially once we got in toward the middle. But I don't know. Could do it the opposite direction, but then the majority of your slabs are going to be tiny until you get like halfway into the rock. I think we're going to go this way. I just think that's going to be the best way to get the maximum yield. Plus, it doesn't really have any way to grip on those flats. Like, I could get some really dinky slabs and then get like 2 in the center, but I don't know. I feel like normal people probably don't stress out as much as I do about loading my rocks. I mean, you guys don't see it. I just like load it in and then start cutting, but there's an internal struggle with every rock on how do we load this? I think I'm gonna just do this. You know what? Forget it. Here's hoping I loaded that the right way. I guess if I didn't, now I have a nice flat spot to let, you know what, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm not saying why yet, but I definitely loaded that the right way. All right guys, that one's done and I am thrilled. Well, first off, look at this cutoff. This is the rest of the stone and it is stunning. Look at how pretty that is. I am absolutely gonna come back and slab more of this rock because that is just gorgeous, but it gets better. Now that right there is an iris agate. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Trying to get it to, here, I might be too low. Yeah, there we go. Look at that thing. That is so freaking nice. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy because I was really unsure about which way to cut that. I think we made the right call. I just realized that we've not done a single piece of petrified wood. So let's do this one next. Alrighty, here is that piece of petrified wood. Unfortunately, it had a big fissure right through the center of it. So a bunch of the slabs broke, but man, that is still just beautiful. Love that agate goodness in the wood grain down here. That is just so pretty. But we did get one slab that held together fairly well. That is so cool. Gots to love it. Look at that beautiful red color. Wow. I haven't actually put a light behind them yet, so this is the first time for me seeing this. Wow, that's pretty. We've got one more jasper to go, so let's just do this one now. That is the nice green one with the good yellow bands in there. Where is it? There it is. That's gonna be pretty. I was expecting it to be nice, but man, that is really nice. Come on, focus. Yeah. Look at the color on that. That is wonderful. These are gonna turn into some fantastic calves. That is so pretty. Love the swirls of the green. See right there? See how it's kind of like shiny right there? This actually has hematite inclusions, which is awesome because when it's polished, it just has like little silver spots. Look like metal. It kind of is. Anyway though, that is gorgeous. Here is our second to last agate. And I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty nice. Don't know what to expect with this thing. So, happy surprises. She's loaded in. So, let's have our fingers crossed for something crazy like diamonds or dragons or something. I don't know. Man, I don't know what's going on with these agates, but I'm definitely seeing a pattern here. So, here's the little heel. First I was like, oh yeah, that's some really, really nice mossy stuff. That's going to be a really good agate. And here's the next one. Again, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at the dendrites. That is fantastic. Absolutely what I want to see. And then there's a little less on the next one. And a little less on the next one. So I thought, I mean, I might as well try. Let's cut a thin one and see what we get. The answer to that question is a really, really nice iris agate. Again, I don't know. I'm not gonna argue with it, but it seems like we have gotten a lot of iris today, which I am not complaining about. Look at that rainbow. It's so hard to record this iris agate, man. It's really, really challenging. There, I think this one is showing a little better. Got a bunch of slabs off of that because it wasn't showing super thick, so I had to cut them super thin. So we got quite a few slabs. Well, we have 3 rocks left. I think I have time for 2 more though. If we have time, I'll do the 3rd one, but it's of lesser importance. So let's go load in this beautiful piece of agatized wood. I'm not sure which way to load this. This way, cut this way, or cut this way. Let's load it up. Let's see what we get. And the agatized wood is done, and it is beautiful. Check that out. That's a good day when you can shine a light through a piece of wood. That's just so cool. Really nice wood grain too. Oh, focus. If you want to focus, please, please. Oh, where? Oh, there it is. Nope. I have a little more time than I thought. So, instead of doing our grand finale, we are going to do this piece of agatized wood. Actually, I changed my mind. I think that piece is better left as it is. It's a really cool specimen, but also it's really, really going to be difficult to get a good result out of it out of the saw just because of the way it's shaped. So instead, grab this, which is a really nice piece of agatized wood that I found like 3 years ago on my birthday. So let's see what it looks like. It's basically like a brick, so that'll load up way easier. The petrified wood is done, and it is very nice. We got 5 slabs. Really pretty. Definitely petrified wood. It looked like there were some agatized pockets on the outside, but they're pretty little. There's a little bit of clear chalcedony in there. Beautiful grain. Looks like it's almost dendritic in a few spots. That is extremely pretty. All right, everybody, the time has come. I am so excited to cut this thing. This is an agate I've had for a while. It's one of my favorites I've ever found. It's just got so much cool stuff going on. We actually found this one with Kate from Katydid on her birthday. I think that was like either last year or the year before. But I love this agate. It's so nice. All right, let's get it loaded in. Okay, so this is a wonky shaped agate. I want to cut it this way, but it's super slanted, so it won't grip properly. So I'm gonna just come in and cut this end off right here so it's a flat. Then we can rotate it and cut it the way I actually want to. Seeing this has me very excited. That's just the heel. Oh, I'm excited. All right, let's get this thing going. Alrighty, well, it's done, and I'd say it was well worth the wait. That is one very cool agate. Look at that thing. Bands and quartz pockets, waterline, crazy white bands, amazing color, and dendrites. Like, can't complain. That's amazing. So nice. We actually did get some good sized slabs off of that one too. Look at that thing. That is stunningly beautiful. I love it. That is such a weird agate. There is a lot of this agate left, so we can definitely cut off more of it if we feel so inclined. I'd say it was worth the wait. That is fantastic. Alrighty guys, well I think that's gonna do it for this one. Man, that was a very successful day of cutting. I don't think there was a single dud that entire batch. Let me know which one was your favorite down in the comments. You guys know me well enough to know that this crazy iris, it's either this crazy iris or the last one we cut. It's probably my favorite, if I'm being honest. I'll also have a link to my second channel where I have a video coming out this week where we did something awesome and I'm so excited about it. So check that out. I mean, if you want to, like no pressure, but also do it. This took forever, so that is my confirmation that this is about as big as I can go with that current blade. So I'm gonna place an order for a new blade very, very soon. And then we're gonna do another video cutting some giant rocks, like this size. But yeah, everyone, so I think that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.